Lorinda Carr here for our September 2022 reading. And yes, 10 months later, I'm still in the exact same outfit. Or 9 months, sorry, 9 months. So I'm recording these on January 1st, 2022. If you haven't been watching all along, you may not have known that. So what we're going to do is we're going to find out what the overall arching vibe is for the month of September and see how everything kind of ties together. It's been an interesting journey watching how things have tied together from month to month to month. It almost reads like a book. So now I'm super curious how it all applies even to my own life or the lives of my friends around me. So you have to make sure to let me know how it's going. First up, I'm using my Tapping into Tarot deck that I got for Christmas last year from my friend Jeff. He made these tap dance tarot cards for me. I love them so much. And since it's January, I've only had them a week. So technically, I don't know, I may have been using them all year. Who knows? Okay, so the Hierophant, Harold Stumpy Cromer, fantastic tap dancer. The Hierophant comes up. So the Hierophant is it's the Pope energy. It is it's order. It's doing things in a step by step. Somebody lays out the steps, you go with it. Okay. Ooh, that was cool. It's a little spirit diving around here. Maybe could have been a bug. I don't know, but it is January, so I highly doubt it. Interesting. All right. So next, Ace of Swords comes up. So the Ace of Swords is strength and adversity. Now, Harold Cromer was a good example of that. Strength and adversity. A lot of tough times in his day. And you might be able to hear my dog. Excellent. Ace of Swords is strength and adversity, starting new, taking a new step, and embracing all the things, the adversity that you've been through as you start on this new journey. Again, looking at how June, July, and August readings played out, I'm fascinated by this. Okay, so take the steps, go in order, but also learn from your past mistakes. There's strength in the adversity. There's strength in the things that you've gone through in the past. So the Magician, you have all the tools that you need. You have all the tools that you need. And this is the situation card. This is Ayodele Cassell, who's a fantastic modern day tap dancer. And she has all the tools. She's got it all. So it's interesting that is the situation, because I'm looking at not only like my company, but then my studio, but then my tap company, and realizing that September, looking ahead, might be a big transition year or transition time. And also it is our 10-year anniversary of being a company. It's a big deal. We don't have our concert until October, but it's a whole thing that we're doing. And at this point, my artistic director might not even be here. You might be famous in Boston somewhere. Oh, so the advice is the Sun. Now, for those of you who know me, this is Greg Russell, and he passed away in November of 2020 from what they believe is COVID related. And he helped me start my company. He helped me start my tap festival. He helped me do a lot of things, and he was a mentor to me. So I find it very fascinating that the Sun and Greg come up as the advice. What would Greg do? He would find that strength to rally. He'd always shine the light on things where we're not quite sure what they mean, or he find the good in people, see the good in people, see the good in the situation. And for me, the Sun also just means to shine your light on something. Yeah. Also tells me he's with us. He's with me on this journey. Oh, I love this. That's funny because I didn't even think about that when I pulled these cards. It's our 10-year tap company anniversary this month. And then, this is great. So the second year I had a tap festival, our guest was Barbara Duffy. And she is represented here in the justice card. Justice is fairness, balance, contracts going well, things just good overall. And but the big thing is fair and balanced. And and honestly, if I've got contracts to sign, I'm gonna have to think ahead about that too. So I find that quite interesting. But the last tap festival I had, so I guess it wasn't my last tap festival. We had 3 years, and Barbara was my second year, I think. No, maybe she was my third year. I don't even remember now. Anyway, but they were there together at the tap festival, and so I find that fascinating. And that same year, I met Ayodele for the very first time and drove her to the airport. So lots going on there. Strength and adversity. So I know I'm talking about all my memorable stuff here, but overall arching vibe, it just feels like this is saying, whatever you've got going on, whatever you're wanting to do, you've done all the steps. You've taken all the steps, you've done everything that you're supposed to do. And now you've taken all those experiences and you're turning it into a new opportunity. Okay, new adventure. You've got all the tools. You literally have all the tools. And now it's time to really enjoy the sun and success and celebrate the success of everything, because it's all going to come out fair and just. And so I feel like overall it's a really good vibration for the month of September. So let's see really quick what the soul's journey card is, what goes along with that. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Okay, so simplifying my life. Well, what am I going to let go of? What am I going to say goodbye to? Or how do I simplify things? How do I delegate? I think for me, I know sitting here January 1st, 2022, one of the goals that I have over the next year is learning how to delegate better and learning how to balance my own life a little bit better instead of taking on everything. So some of the ideas that we talked about, hopefully at this point have been implemented, and I'm not having to take on so much myself. And that way I can travel lightly, but with a number of people, so we can all travel lightly together on the same path and still be able to have a great experience along the way. So let's see here. What are we celebrating with all of this? With all this, I need to shuffle these because I'm afraid they're going to start picking up the same cards over and over again. Let's see. Simplifying our life. What are we celebrating when we simplify? If we utilize all the tools and we go on this new journey, what are we doing? Well, it did me no good. So courage. It was last month's card. You saw me. Have the courage. Have the courage to put your faith in other people, to delegate, and understand that you've got all the people around you, the people you've surrounded yourself with that have your greatest and highest good in mind are the ones that you're going to delegate to. And you're going to have the courage that they're going to keep your interests and their interest in the same, in the same vein, and have the courage to know that you got to do what you got to do. You have to simplify your life. How do you do that? How do you simplify your life? How do you take something and you've got all the tools to do it? How do you do it? You put in the work, you put in the time, and now it's time to enjoy your life. It's only fair. Yeah, you only get so much time on this earth. So do you want to work your entire life nonstop? Have the courage to simplify things for yourself. Pretty good message there. I'm liking it. To see Greg's face. Yeah. And Barbara. Ooh, she's a force. Oh, man. So, pardon me. It is January, and the colds are real. All right. Have a fantastic month of September. I cannot wait to hear how things have played out for you all. And let me know. Let me know what's happening and where things are going and how this whole journey is going for you. And don't be afraid to go back and watch the previous, all the previous videos. They're not super long. They're all about the same length. But also interesting to see how your journey's turning out. All right. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in October.